Let me show you how I got 4,000 hours watch time. Do not skip ahead or speed up this video if you're serious about watch time, as this video is packed with useful information from start to finish. On the 2nd of December 2020, I gained 4,000 hours watch time on YouTube. I didn't post this video on the day that I passed 4,000 hours watch time because Google and YouTube take a couple of days to verify that the view and watch times are correct. So now it's Friday, it's a couple of days later, and I'm doing this video to let you know that it's okay. I've got now 4,100 minutes of watch time, so it's on track. Many people would tell you to do this or do that to get these 4,000 hours, but if you look at what I did at my channel, and you'll be able to see quite clearly the timeline, how I got from this position to that position. Use my channel as a case study and study it carefully, and if you're serious about getting watch time hours, this is a perfect way to find out. So take a bit of time and study what I did and then apply it to what you're doing. Hello and welcome, my name is Michael, welcome to the channel. Let me show you how to get 4,000 hours watch time, where to start and where to finish with no nonsense. I started by pivoting my channel. Now you don't have to pivot your channel, you can carry on doing exactly what you're doing, but by looking at how I pivoted my channel, you'll see a very clear line between where I started and where I got to. So it's a good case study. You don't have to read a book or anything like that or sign up for anything, just look at the videos where I started and where I am today, or today in December, whatever it is, December 4th. This is the first video where I started my new strategy. 76 videos later, I hit the 4,000 hour threshold. My watch time increased by 75% during this period, which is pretty amazing. Now this is an important point. When you're looking at my videos, don't be dismissive of videos that have got few views. They've got very few views. Because views are important, yes, but watch time is what the metric that really matters. So although videos may look like they've got a few views, the watch time on those videos is very, very high. Some of my videos have got a watch time of what YouTube calls 160%. Well, we know there's only 100% of anything, but what they mean is someone watched that video and then they went back and they watched another 60% of it. So they watched it over 1.5 times. So I've got a lot of videos like that. Most of my videos have got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100% plus watch time. So views are important because without views you don't get watch time. But watch time, when you do get that watch time, it's very, very important. So don't be overawed by you not getting a lot of views. What you need is a lot of watch time. Okay, so what do? How are you going to do it? Okay, you've got to make the videos, simple as that. This is where you are now, this is where you want to be, and to quote Casey Neistat, all that's in between there is work, right? Cheers, Casey. I like that guy. But yeah, so you've just got to do the work. Between where you are now and where you want to get to, there's just a bunch of work. And if you look at my videos, and you'll see that some of them have got a hell of a lot of views, and some of them haven't got so many views. A lot of people will tell you about you've got to have a niche. You've got to be in some kind of niche. That can be interesting and it does work, but it can be extremely boring. If you're the creator and you're just going to be churning out videos one after another of something that you're not really having a lot of interest in. So I didn't do that. What I did, I just put out videos that I enjoyed making on cameras, because I'm working in YouTube, I'm making videos, so I've got a lot of cameras around. Not a lot of cameras, I've got a few cameras, and I talk about them. I talk about the videos that I'm making. At the moment I'm using a Canon 70D DSLR with a 10 to 20mm lens. People want to know about that kind of stuff. They're interested in it. So I talk about cameras, I talk about lenses, I talk about microphones, anything that interests me and helps me to do what I do. I also make videos about guitars and guitar lessons because I like to play the guitar. And I've just started to play the guitar after not playing for like 30 odd years. So it's very interesting to me to get back into it. So when I'm making these videos, I'm making them for myself primarily and for my subscribers, because my subscribers like to play the guitar, they like to take photographs, they like to make videos. So it's a sensible thing to do. Another thing that I do is gear reviews and tech. You know, like if I buy a new hard drive or something like that, I'll talk about it. Because if I'm making videos and the people who are watching me are making videos or recording, you know that recording and, you know, recording music and recording video takes up a lot of storage. So I'll buy a hard drive, I'll talk about it. So I stuck to what I usually do. So you could look at my channel and say it's multi-niche. It's not single niche, it's multi-niche. I do cameras, I do music, and I do gear reviews. And sometimes I just do vlogs. So why bother getting 4,000 hours watch time and 1,000 subscribers? Well, there's a very simple reason for it. In the past, you used to just upload videos to YouTube, and if they got a lot of views, you'd earn some AdSense from it. But then a couple of years ago, they changed the regulations and they said, okay, we're going to now require you to have 4,000 hours watch time and 1,000 subscribers in order to qualify for the YouTube partner program. Now, you might say, well, I don't care about the AdSense. I'm not bothered about the partner program. But a new thing has happened recently. YouTube changed their rules in terms of service and said that they may now start to put adverts on channels that are not monetized. So you might have a channel that does ASMR, or you might have a religious channel or something like that that doesn't actually have AdSense and doesn't want AdSense on their videos. So those channels now, if they get a lot of views, they might start seeing adverts turning up on their videos, which they don't want. So if you want a bit of control over the type of ads that turn up on your videos, you need to have 4,000 hours watch time and 1,000 subscribers. It's as simple as that. A lot of people got annoyed about it. A lot of people got very angry about it and started saying, oh, you're ripping us off and all the rest of it. But look at it from a business perspective. YouTube is hosting petabytes of videos, stacks and stacks of videos for free. Now, you can't sustain that business model without something got to give somewhere. And in the early days of any technology, things are, there's always a freebie to get people involved. But in this case, YouTube has gone on for many, many years supporting creators for nothing. They've got to pay to support your videos on YouTube. So from a business perspective, the smart thing to do is if you've got a lot of inventory, you've got a lot of videos that are getting loads and loads of views, but the people haven't monetized it, then it's perfectly fair game as far as I'm concerned for them to put adverts on those videos to try and help pay for their upkeep. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. So how did I do it? How did I get this thing going? On the 4th of August 2019, I started my new content strategy with this video. And so that's a year and 3 months ago. That's 65 weeks, okay? Now, in the last few weeks, I've done a couple of those little videos, those shorts, just as an experiment. They've had no impact on my channel whatsoever. But I had 65 weeks, I've made 76 videos. For a long time, I did 1 video a week. And then sometimes I did 2 or 3 videos in a week. And then sometimes I had 2 or 3 weeks off and I came back and I'd done another video. It was all random. It wasn't consistent, which is something I would recommend you do. Be consistent, right? Try to be consistent. But I wasn't, and I still got there. If you're consistent, you'll get there faster than I did. And that's the point of me making this video. So you can avoid the mistakes I made. Not that they were mistakes. I mean, I've enjoyed what I've done. So to me, it's just an experience. But if you look at what I did, 76 videos in 65 weeks, you look and you think, oh, he's doing more than 1 video a week. That ain't the case at all. The fact is, I had a couple of months off. I had a couple of months off in total. I had 3 weeks off here, 4 weeks off there. And then I've done a few of those shorts videos just to see how they would work. One of those got 500 views in about an hour, which was kind of nuts, but I really don't see the point of them at the moment for me. I might do them if I've got something quick to say, but other than that, no. Because the watch time that you get from shorts doesn't count towards your 4,000 hours if they watch it on the short shelf. But from what I understand, if they watch the video on your home page, you do get watch time, which is interesting. And I've also seen adverts on those shorts on the home page, not on the short shelf. I haven't seen any adverts on the short shelf. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the short shelf is halfway down the page. As you go, if you're looking on a desktop, you scroll down the page, you'll see a short shelf. You see it on a mobile phone. You go down a few videos, you'll see a little bunch of videos there, little like thumbnails. They're shorts. If you watch them on the short shelf, you don't get watch time. But according to content creators, YouTube content creators, you will get watch time if it's seen or watched on your watch page, on your home page. So who knows, maybe the shorts are the way to go. Are we going to beat TikTok at its own game? I don't know, because we had Vines and we dumped that, so I don't see how this short format stuff is going to work. People come to YouTube because they want to watch something substantial. Well, that's my experience. I mean, I watch videos that are over an hour long, 2 hours long, quite often. So yeah, I don't know if the shorts thing will pan out, but getting back to the basics, go and look at what I did and look at those videos and you'll see I did some gaming videos, I did some Warzone videos, which were really, really funny and fun to do. But the ones that really took off were the camera videos and the guitar videos. Those are ones that people really loved. But it's a kind of mixed bag. But if you look, you'll be able to figure out what worked and what didn't. Obviously, thumbnails and titles are vitally important, and I can't tell you that enough. I'm constantly tweaking my thumbnails. I'll see a thumbnail and I just change it and suddenly you get a bit more traction, or suddenly you change it and the thing drops off a cliff. So obviously the people preferred the other thumbnail. Now if we had A/B testing for everybody, that would be great, but if you haven't got 1,000 subscribers, you don't get A/B testing. That's another story anyway. YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You're not going to come on here and in 2 weeks blow up, unless you're Janelle, you know, she did. But that was kind of weird. That was a one-off. But, you know, generally, the rest of us have got to work at it. And if you're interested in making videos and playing guitars or doing whatever it is you do, focus on that and just record it. And then you're having fun. Instead of trying to make videos for people, you know, don't try and make videos for the algorithm or make videos because you think someone else will like them. Make them because they're useful to you or you think they'll be useful to someone else, right? There's a little Venn diagram that I kind of keep in my head, and it's this. This is what people are searching for, and these are your interests, right? And where they overlap, that is your content. That is your content. Where your interests and their search behaviour intersect. That little Venn diagram there, that's where you find your content to make for those people. That's enjoyable for you and it's useful for them. Last week I asked my subscribers what would they like me to make videos about, because my subscribers are my audience, so I want to know what they want to see. And the strange thing about it, it was split three ways. There was people who want to see gaming videos, there was people that want to be watching music videos, you know, guitar playing videos, guitar lessons, and there were people that wanted to see more tech reviews and camera gear reviews. So my audiences, I've got three audiences basically, figuring that one out. So I'm going to do all three and I'll mix it up, and hopefully when I do a video and they like it, they'll enjoy it. Thanks guys. Thanks for the feedback, by the way. That was very, very helpful. If you're interested in particular genres, if you're interested in gaming, for example, take a look at this playlist. That will help you to figure out what to do. If you're interested in photography and cameras, look at this playlist. And if you want to learn to play the guitar, or you want to relearn to play the guitar, look at this playlist. They are three separate genres and people like all of them equally. So I'll carry on making videos in those genres because that's what I enjoy doing. That That's all I've got for you today. I hope you found it helpful. I'll see you next time. Bye now.